Archangels, ghosts, and Bigfoot. Oh my. It's just another night for Supernatural Girls. Real stories, real answers to life's biggest supernatural mysteries. And now for another exciting interview with paranormal experts from this world and others. Here's your host, paranormal researcher Patricia Baker, on the one, the only Supernatural Girls.
Welcome, everyone, to another exciting episode of Supernatural Girls. I'm your host, Patricia Baker, and I'm here with my co-host, PK, Patricia Kirkman. How are you tonight in Tucson?
Let's put it this way. I am doing okay. I have not hurt anybody yet. I have not done away with any bodies. I'm going to be a very good person today.
Oh, good.
If it kills me.
I know. It's been a day, hasn't it, though, for both of us? Yeah.
How can you get 3 days into one, especially when they're all negative?
Well, I have to tell you, I didn't have a chance to do my hair, but I smell really good.
Well, I have no makeup on, but I got a ponytail.
Hey.
And I feel like the ponytail, if you know what I mean. I don't want to bend over because everybody will know what I meant.
Yeah, really.
God.
Well, tell us, where do we stand today with the numbers?
Retrograde ended on, it's over, but we're still in that bit of a shadow period of it.
Okay.
But I'll tell you, the whole world is a little, pardon me, jack shit crazy. That's the best way I can put it. Nothing is fitting. People are trying to make things happen. Nobody knows where they belong right now. We do know that this month is a review of last year's stuff, getting everything laid out. But boy, has it been using everybody as a piñata.
Yes.
I keep saying, it's going to be a better day. And then I wake up and put my feet on the floor and I go, whoops, well, maybe it'll be tomorrow.
Yeah, got to hang in there.
Well, the nice thing is we've got to look forward is this month is wrapping up the past. And get everything that you want to get off the table, sweep it out, get rid of it. I don't care. Shove it in a bag, drag down the road, drop your window of your car, throw the bag out, don't care where it goes. Just don't keep taking it home. We've got too many things ongoing. People are trying to make things happen. But nobody really knows what they're trying to make happen because they don't know what the heck they're doing.
Well, that's
how do we try to go forward? The behinder we seem to get.
Yeah.
But the nice thing is, come September 1st, new month, new beginnings, a review of the year. Right now, we're still dealing with old stuff, and it does tend to bite us where we sit.
It does. But Mercury retrograde's over. We're just in a shadow period. Next week, at the end of next week or the beginning of the following week, we've got September rolling in. So
that's right.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
It will be a review and a preview of what's going on within that month.
Good.
So September will be a review of this year.
Excellent. We are ready indeed.
Oh, God, I know I am. I've got my bag packed, but my car wouldn't even start. Nothing's going to go wrong. I'm only kidding about the car. The car's fine. I'm not, but the car is fine.
Oh, gosh. Well, I'm glad you're here because you are my partner in crime. So we have a great...
You haven't even read the titles yet of what the crimes are going to be.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we're going to get some stuff really moving with this coming year.
Oh, okay.
Remember, September is a review of this year, but October a preview of next year. So they're going to have to wait and see what we've got in store for them because it's going to be good stuff.
Better tune in, everybody. Don't miss it. We've got good stuff coming.
That's right.
And tonight we finally have a great guest that was able to make it onto the show because last week's StreamYard went down. And our guest and you and I were going crazy trying to get on.
A little bit, yes.
No, and it just wasn't going to happen. So our guest, Kimberly Dumaine, was kind and generous enough to say, it's all right, don't worry about it. I'll join you next week. So she is here with us. I'm going to tell you a little bit about her. She's a highly gifted and respected intuitive, psychic medium, spiritual counselor, and metaphysical teacher. She has been sharing her insights and messages from spirit with clients for over 30 years. Kim offers a variety of private and group sessions, spiritual development, classes, workshops, speaking engagements, and spiritual counseling to clients nationally and abroad. She is well known for her unique abilities as a trance medium, allowing the spirit of Dr. James Martin Peebles, who lived from 1822 to 1922, a holistic physician and a 19th century leader in the spiritualist movement, to speak directly through her in a deep trance state. We are going to hear from him tonight. And you know, I got to tell you something really funny. When I was walking through my house, guess who showed up? Dr. Peebles made an appearance, I have to say. And he's kind of funny. He's got a weird sense of humor, like kind of dry and stuff. But he said, I really like your house. So anyways, we're going to get to talk to him about that and other things. And Kim, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here. I'm excited to share Dr. Peebles with you, and thrilled to hear that he already visited you. That's great.
Already dropped in.
And he does have a sense of humor. One of the things I love about him, he's always cracking jokes with people and helping them see the lightness in life instead of being overly serious with everything that's going on around us.
Well, you have a very unusual talent. It's not common that we have met trance mediums, and it certainly isn't common for us to bring them onto the show. So we're very thrilled to have you here. You are so unique in what you do, and here you are channeling this guy. I mean, it's so.
Who would have thought?
I know. And I, you know, when I've listened to us on your website, some of the messages, I know PK and I both listened, and it doesn't feel like the easiest voice to have come through.
Not.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of energy. So when he comes through me, it just feels like whoosh, booming through me. At times I've had to ask him, can you lower the volume just a little bit? It hurts my throat. There's many times when he gets very passionate and excited in sessions where I'm pretty hoarse. Oftentimes if I do sessions with people where I'm talking, I have to say, let me talk first, because I probably won't have much of a voice after allowing Dr. Peebles to come through. But it's a thrill to do this. I just feel so honored to have this ability. I've been told I've done it before. I've never been trained in this. It came pretty naturally. I struggled with it in the beginning to allow him to come through. A little bit of fear. Took me probably a couple years to get super comfortable with it and not worry what anybody thought or whether they liked it or not. And, don't shoot the messenger, and just allowed them to speak. Now, Dr. Peebles does speak for a group. So when you hear him speak, he's going to use we a lot. He rarely uses I. So he's speaking for a group of people. We've often asked him, well, who's there with you? And he says, a variety of people taking notes, other teachers, some of your guides, some of the people's guides that you're talking to. And so it seems like it's a group effort oftentimes. And many times, if he doesn't know a question, he'll just say, hold on a minute, and he'll find somebody and ask them and then come back and tell me.
Fascinating.
It's unique. I do want to say I'm not the only channel for Dr. Peebles. Years ago, we once asked him, how many people are you working with as coming through them as channels? And he said 40 plus a dog. I thought,
dog.
Okay. I'm aware of, I would say half a dozen of Dr. Peebles' channels. And it's fascinating to me because we all sound a little different. Of course, we are different. We're different personalities, different frequencies and energies that they're coming through. But darn well it's the same spirit. He talks the same. He uses the same words, even though we're far apart and I've never met any of them except one. And that was the one that I originally became acquainted with, Dr. Peebles, William Rain, and then that was many, many years ago, 40 years ago.
Did I hear you right? Did you say he also channels through a dog?
That's what he said.
Oh my goodness, how fascinating.
I have a dog. I think I would be pretty shocked if coming out of Merlin's mouth.
Surprise.
That would be something else.
I think it's hard enough for most people to deal with me bringing a dead doctor through. A dog might be a little too much.
I would love it.
Just a bit.
Yeah, I love it. So how do you want to do this? Do you want to talk more about higher consciousness and how we can access these levels?
Yeah.
Maybe there are other people in the audience that would be interested in becoming a trance channel, although
Exactly.
I don't see this as something you can train for. It seems like it's something you are or are not.
Right.
But
Well, I mean, you can train to a degree. I think everyone has, of course, as you guys know, their own higher purpose. And we've all come in with previous abilities and talents and experience. We got probably a very long resume for many lifetimes. But I have worked with people, teaching them spirit communication. And not everyone, I think, is able or needing to be a full trance medium like I am. But they are learning to listen. They are learning to feel and to hear. Some of them are working with automatic writing. Many of the people, just like you, Patricia, have asked Dr. Peebles to come to them, and he does. He does. And that's great, because he's often said, if you call me, I will come to you. And so I always think it's fun with my clients, dare to experiment and explore that. And sure enough, he comes, whether it's in the dreams or whether they sense them in the meditations. Mm-hmm. But you know, this whole concept of higher consciousness, we're in such a unique period. And PK, you know that from the astrology and all the changes that are going on. I remember these things being predicted when I was still in elementary school, reading up on all the esoteric books, that we were going to be entering into this high frequency time period. We're here right now. And I've heard Dr. Peebles talk about it since I first met him through the other channel. That was 40 years ago, when he said we would reach a time when the veil would become so thin and the energies would become so intense that many would not be able to handle it. And, you know, as you look around at our world right now, a lot of people are not handling these energies.
So true.
But some are. And, you know, I'm thrilled, because when I first started doing readings, I was in my late 20s. Even though I was seeing things and hearing things as a little girl. But I was still called a witch. People didn't, well, I had somebody recently call me a witch. But anyway, maybe it was a compliment. But, you know, people didn't understand who I was. They didn't understand what a medium was. And I had to go through a lot of explaining to people. Now it's all out there. You look at social media and TikTok and Facebook and YouTube. It's all out there now. People are more open, more aware. And those who are ready, those who are wanting that concept of higher consciousness, are embracing it. They're allowing it. And, you know, a lot of people ask me just what you guys have asked. How do you actually choose higher consciousness? I believe it's an intention. I think that we have to really want it. We have to focus on it. And most importantly, we have to believe and lift ourselves up enough into that vibration by learning to be a little more still, not so outer directed in the world. We're allowing all the stuff going on, and there's so much. It's swirling around us, all these different energies. And even if you're not into all the stuff that's happening with politics and everything else on the world stage, just dealing with other people in our lives, our jobs, our daily lives, our families, our friends, times we have to pull away from that, become more inner directed, so that we can start to feel the energies that are already there. So I think it's a misnomer when we say achieving higher consciousness. It's more allowing it to emerge, because it's already there within us. If it's true, and I choose to believe it is, what Spirit has told me, as well as so many of us, that we are master beings, we are powerful beings, and we've just forgotten it. then maybe it's time now for us to remember, to dare to believe and to open to this energy and say, come on down, invite that energy in and see what happens. So many of us are living in fear, which frankly is controlling the planet right now. The energies, as soon as we incarnate, smack right in the face, the fear to control, to manipulate us, to keep us under their wing, conforming. But many of us are daring to say, no, we're not aligning with that anymore. We're breaking free. Now, maybe in another life, I would have been burned at the stake. I know that I had my tongue cut out in one life for doing this work. So when I first started to try to break through Dr. Peebles many years ago, I started in 2008, bringing him through. I had a really hard time. I felt like I was choking to death. And he finally told me why. And once I knew, I could let it go. I could release it. And then from there on, it was smooth sailing. Gradually, I got more and more used to feeling those energies and trusting. And I have to admit, a lot of people are suspicious and think, oh, it's your imagination, your imaginary friend, or it's not real. All I can say is no matter what you believe, listen to the message and allow that to help you decide what you really feel. I know from how he has changed my life, how he has encouraged me to grow and develop to what I'm supposed to be in this life, what I choose to be, and how he has helped others, that this spirit, as well as the other spirits and angels and teachers that work with him, they're sincere, they're loving, and they are truly wanting to help. We have asked him, why do you choose to do this? And he said, I love the earth and its people so much that I want to continue to help them, continue to help them awaken to who they really are. A lot of this stuff, ladies, in many, many other lives in the history of our planet and probably others, this was considered forbidden knowledge. It was shielded from most people. They had the mystery schools, and only the elite people knew the magic and all the metaphysical teachings. And now it's available to everyone. And now we got the internet and AI too. So the information is out there if people open themselves and dare to explore. And it's not enough even just to know, oh yeah, we can be psychic, we can be intuitive. I think the biggest message I'm hearing lately, okay, all this stuff, you've read all the books, you've taken all the workshops, you watched your podcast. Now, what are you going to do about it?
Right.
Are you actually going to live these principles and these truths? Are you going to apply them into your lives and be the creators you're meant to be? Are you going to be like a large percentage of people on this planet, victims, poor me's, instead of truly living up to our highest potential? And I think we all are continuing to grow and expand. The more that we actually align with this idea, this concept of higher consciousness, and believe it's already here. It's already part of us. We just need to believe, open to it, and ask it to integrate with us. We have personalities, right? We wouldn't be able to have these lives without me as Kim and both of you as Patricia and PK. We have egos, but we also have a spirit. We have a body. We want to bring that all into balance. But I believe, if Dr. Peebles is right, and he has told us we're becoming hybrid beings, and I've been fascinated by this concept. What does it mean? And he said, you are now having your human experiences with more of a full awareness of who you are as a spiritual being. Now, a lot of people are religious, and they may, equate it with that. And that's fine, whatever gives you power. But mediumship, angels, spirit communication, UFOs, it's been around for a long, long time. This is not new age. This is quite old. I believe there's nothing new under the sun. We're just rediscovering what we've probably already known, either in other lives or when we were in between lives in the spirit realms.
Well, a lot of people do know about Edgar Cayce, the sleeping prophet, and how he helps thousands, literally thousands of people with their health problems. And all of that was channeled while he slept.
Yes.
Then Jane Roberts, who you and I were discussing, just an amazing trance channel who, when you look back on her work so many years ago, you see the foundation for where we are today. And she was amazing. Now, one thing I want to ask you about, because she had a lot of health problems and she died from rheumatoid arthritis.
I know, it's sad.
And I've heard this also about Edgar Casey, that he started to have health problems because of the amount of hours that he was doing this.
Mm-hmm.
What about you? Are you okay? You don't have any problems?
I have been cautioned pretty strongly, and I've listened, because I know when I can only do so many readings a day, especially the trance readings. I feel burned out. I'm tired. I'm fatigued. My brain kind of goes to mush. My throat goes. That's probably the biggest thing.
Okay.
No, I'm being very, very careful so that I can live all parts of my life, not just this role as a medium, as a spiritual helper, but to be there for my family and for myself. So I, as well as Dr. Peebles, is always preaching balance to everybody so that we're not overdoing it. And, that's one of the biggest things I see many of my clients struggling with, especially when they're trying to reach this concept of higher consciousness, trying to open to their own special abilities. They're struggling. They try so hard that they end up blocking themselves. And the one thing I had to learn when I first started bringing him through, and even when I started doing readings as a conscious medium early on, is to stop trying. Just go into a still space. It's almost like you flip a little switch in your mind and just allow the information. Because when I try, it's not the same. And so I stopped worrying. I stopped thinking about, what are they going to think of me? Will they like it? All the things that we as humans may do, and just let go. Just let go and allow them to affect me and influence me. I mean, there's times, even as a conscious medium, I don't realize the words that are coming out of my mouth. I'm sure many people have experienced that when you get into deep conversations. I'm called a trance medium, but the truth is many of us are in trance all the time. You're watching a good movie and you're engrossed, or you're in a good commercial and it makes you cry, you're in trance. Altered states, there's a great level, different levels of trance, of course. I go into a pretty deep level. A lot of people ask me, are you out of your body? Are you possessed? Neither. I used to think that I would have to go out of my body, kind of like, Edgar Casey lay down and do that. And Dr. Peebles has made it clear to me that I've been trained that I can be somewhat conscious, but I step aside. It's almost like I'm on a stage and I go to the side and Dr. Peebles takes front stage and I allow it. If I need to step in, I will. There's been times when the dog is barking or the computer's messing up or the recorder's stopped, whatever. And he nudges me and says, go back, you have to deal with this. And I do. And it works out just fine. I usually don't remember much at all. There are moments when I feel them pushing me forward, saying, this is for you too, Kim, so listen up, which is interesting. But most of the time, I just let go, let him talk, let him say what I believe and trust that they will say what is needed to each person that he's talking to. And he is very encouraging, always full of light.
Would you like to channel him for us?
Yes, I would. I would love to.
Great.
Yeah.
We'd love that. Yeah.
Okay. Let me explain a little bit for your viewers. First of all, the voice is going to change. It's not drastic, but it definitely does change. Again, I'm stepping aside. So if you were to ask me later exactly what was said, I wouldn't be able to answer it with any clarity at all. He's very engaging. He usually will come through in the beginning and offer a few introductory comments, and often he'll open it up. So if you ladies have questions at all, I'm sure he would entertain them and share with you if there's something specific that you would like to ask him or want to know. Okay?
Sounds great. We're ready.
All right, give me just a second to slip in trance, and I'll let you know when I feel him there and we're ready to blast off.
Okay.
Okay.
We are excited about this.
just to share with you guys, when I'm bringing him through, I feel my solar plexus kind of flip, and I feel like a pulling on the top of my head. And he often says hello, and he says a few things to me, and then he comes through. He's very real. And a lot of people think that spirits are unapproachable and strange. No, very natural, very personable, and fun. So here we go.
Okay.
All right. I feel the gang all here. Okay, you guys ready? God bless you, Dr. Peebles. Here it is a joy and a blessing when man and spirit join together in search of the greater truth and awareness. Might we encourage you all to open your hearts, for indeed these lifetimes are indeed a journey to your heart, where you begin to feel the presence, you begin to feel the blessings of your own spirit. And as you open yourselves more and more to your own spirit, to the God within you, then you can begin to radiate and shine that energy out to everyone. Each of you have that capability if you are so willing. No one can force you. No one can indeed make you do anything. It is always going to be up to you and your free will. We encourage each of you to realize that you have, yes, the ability to communicate with spirit in your own unique way. Everyone is going to be a little different based on who you are and what you have experienced in many, many other lifetimes indeed. Some of you are natural channels. Some of you are not even aware that you're channeling, but you're still bringing through information from the deeper recesses of your mind and spirit. As you begin to learn, as you begin to explore these concepts, you will find a part of you awakening. Yes, indeed. Triggering, yes, a part within that is saying, we're here, we're ready. We want to show, we want you to feel more and more of your abilities. You are not mere humans. You are never, never indeed victims. You are grand creators of energy. You have abilities way beyond what you've ever been told, and you are here to explore them more. Be willing to experiment with yourself, with your thoughts, your beliefs, for of course they are creating. Every thought you have is creating another world, another chance for you to have fun, dear friends. Do not take it all too seriously. If you do, indeed, you get caught in, yes, the tangled webs of the world around you. Instead, allow yourself to lighten up. Allow yourselves to see the humor and to see the blessings that are surrounding you. Too many of you are focusing on what you don't want or need, and you wonder why things stay the same. Be willing indeed to use your greatest tool, your imagination, and to begin to visualize, begin to affirm, to use all of your spiritual tools, to consciously align with your inner spirit. Call it to you every day, dear friends. Don't worry so much about what is going on in the world. Yes, it will work out. You are not destined for dire circumstances on the planet. There are too many of us who are working out and behind the scenes, watching out for you. Yes, indeed, you have... You have your space brothers and sisters watching over you. They are walking, yes, amongst you. You have the angels that have come in with each and every one of you when you enter the earth density. So you are always supported, always indeed assisted. But are you asking for the help? Are you asking indeed for them to share with you, to talk with you? And that way you will begin to feel the many, many different facets of your being. And you will move more and more decidedly into the reality that you are multi-dimensional beings. So now what does that mean indeed? Now, we do believe, Patricia, that you were talking about, yes, indeed, the energy of Seth and Jane Roberts. Now, she often discussed this within her books, and our channel, of course, studied that extensively in her life, indeed. Now, there are parallel universes, and more you're going to have the ability in the future to gain access to these other dimensional states where you think you're having a past life or a future life, but goodness gracious, it's happening all at once. And as you become more aware, as you become more alive to the possibilities that your spirit, your beliefs, your minds and choices can create, you can indeed change anything that is happening in these other lives. You can influence each other. So if you had a bad lifetime, you can help. If they have knowledge that you would like, you can share it with them. You can begin to move through the veil and to have communication beyond your wildest dreams and imagination. Dear friends, we are excited, of course, to share whatever we can to all those who are willing to listen. But more and more, it is about what you are willing to hear within your own being, and especially within your own hearts. Now, goodness gracious, we've gone on and on. Are there any questions or comments? Welcome, ladies. Welcome indeed.
Welcome, Dr. Peebles. It's an honor to have you on the show. And thank you. So here's a question. There's a lot of people in our audience and friends and family members who suffer from chronic illnesses today. Do you have any advice in how to heal?
Well, God bless you indeed. Now, the future of medicine is going to make leaps and bounds indeed, especially after higher consciousness forms, not only in physical form with your alien friends, but more master beings are able to penetrate into the earth dimension. Now, oftentimes you are not understanding the emotional and stress connection that is creating illness. Now, indeed, some of the reasons are karmic. Some of them are conscious choices were so needed to explore, for instance, heart disease or cancer. So it would help them understand that, I'm afraid to love. And so I have created a stroke to help me understand. We are sure that many have heard someone say, getting cancer or a chronic illness saved my life because it awakened them. So indeed, now there are many different methodologies, of course, that your medical practices are utilizing. Some of them, we don't see them working too well. They still haven't found a cure, as you know, for most of them. But indeed, more and more people are going to realize this is more of a personal matter, and they must awaken to their own inner knowledge to ask themselves, why do I have a need to create this condition? To understand the different aspects of all the mind, body, and spirit. Now, we would want people to know what is going to be taught more and more in the future. Yes, energy healing is going to be much, much more popular than it is now. Instead of your doctors loading you up with drugs and cutting off limbs and breasts, goodness gracious, instead, you will see them chanting over you and channeling spirit to you. You will see the nurses doing healing on you at your feet, indeed. So natural healing is going to be much, much more prominent. Almost going back to the past, indeed, and ancient civilizations where we didn't have the technology. Now, of course, many who are suffering from illnesses are frustrated. They are seeking medical technology and often disappointed. But really, the cure is within the mind. It is within the heart. It is within the understanding that each person can open themselves to as to why you would have the need to experience this. Now, again, at times it may be karmic where you chose to have a condition. You may have chosen to be a cripple in this lifetime, or to have be blind, for instance, or many, many different hosts of things indeed. But indeed, your will, your power, as you grow stronger in your belief system, you are able to move mountains. And it's not just in the holy works. So the belief system has been thwarted on the earth plane, and it is needing to be reactivated. There are some, of course, who against all odds have killed themselves miraculously, yes?
Yes.
And now, more and more, we hope that more will believe in that. They will walk away from the chemotherapy and all that expensive and often the side effects, goodness gracious, from these things are more worse than the disease sometimes. But more and more people are going to step back and say, I'm going to go into spiritual therapy. I'm going to look more and more at what I've experienced and what has accumulated in my body, in my auric field. What do I need to release? What trauma have I gone through that I'm now willing to let go and allow the light within me to begin to heal? So you will see medicine become more and more of a spiritual healing technique where they will begin to help people through various means. Yes, energy healing. There'll be more and more of that through spiritual psychology, a deeper understanding of stress and trauma. Well, each of you, of course, have come in with your baggage, yes?
Of course.
Yeah, indeed. And you're going to have to deal with it sooner or later, or your body will indeed demonstrate it for you. It will get ill. Now, we would want all of you to remember your body is alive and well. It has a soul of its own. It has communication. It is aware. Will you talk to your bodies more? Will you send love to your organs, to your bones, to each cell in your body? Will you send the light? Bring that light that is part of you into your reality. Let it flow through your body. Let it shine through your eyes to the world around you. And you will not only heal yourselves, but you will start to heal the world around you. How do you ladies think you will create peace in the world?
By creating peace within.
God bless you. Gold star for you indeed, my dear. Yes, indeed. And most are looking for it where? In the outer world. They are looking for the quick fix, the perfect pill, the perfect doctor, the perfect technique. Now, there are techniques, of course, and spiritual tools that can be utilized, but it must start with the desire. It must start with the belief and the trust and faith that you know you are powerful enough to pull it off. And not everyone is believing it yet. So we are counting on you, our channel, and so many of the dear, dear, beautiful souls listening to spread the word that we can indeed create miracles. No, it is not a fantasy, a science fiction story. No, it will be the reality because mankind, womankind, all life forms on the planet are going through, yes, a new frequency change here. More and more light is being allowed to enter into the planet, and it is affecting everyone and everything. The animals, nature, each one of you, even the chairs that you are sitting on have consciousness, ladies. So now what you're going to do about it? You're going to invite it in more and more. You're going to fill yourselves up. You're going to heal yourself, starting indeed within you, your emotions. You're going to release energies that are no longer serving you. You're going to start to align with God. For God, of course, is in everything. God is synonymous with love, with light, the most powerful vibration of all. Do you understand, dear ladies?
Yes.
Other questions or comments? How are we doing?
We're doing great here.
Very good. Very
you have
good.
a question? PK, you got a question?
No, I'm just fascinated by what she has to say. Or what he has
God
to
bless
say.
you. Well, she stepped aside, it's now, you just have to deal with me, Dr. Peebles, but it is our pleasure, of course, to be here with you. Now, indeed, we see so many struggling right now. Now, we talk about light and love and higher frequencies, but so many are unaware that they are struggling just to survive. Now, we would want all of you to do your part, to realize that that light, that love is within you, and to send it out into the masses. Send it out even to those that you don't like. For truly, indeed, you must understand, you must know that they need it more than anyone. So healing the planet, healing the world, yes, start with yourself, and then share that beautiful energy with others. Do not allow yourselves to react so much to all the gobbledygook going on. You get drawn into it. You get drawn into the fear, into the anger, into the division. It is an illusion, dear friends, a grand illusion to trick you, so that you are forgetting and not looking where your power is, which is within you. And how many people are doing that right now? They're getting all caught up in how things appear. And they're getting all worried. Are they creating change? Are they creating peace by doing that? Nah. They're getting pulled into the drama. And then they create illness in their own bodies because of the anger, the resentment, the fear. Do you understand?
Yes. What about, Dr. Peebles, the Earth's pole shifting? Seems
Well,
like
you're going to have more climatic changes. Now, of course, many have heard of the predictions for so long indeed. And you're starting to see a definite upswing in climate change. Of course, there are the naysayers. They say, there's no such thing. Well, that's hogwash, and we all know it. Well, there are changes that you cannot deny. Now, we do see the influence of your space brothers and sisters, your friends from the stars. They are working to try to stabilize. They are not here to interfere so much, but they are working to help. They are working to indeed prevent any nuclear warfare from happening on the planet. And they are working to stabilize some of the areas that have become quite shaky indeed. Now, you will see some volcanic eruptions. You will see earthquakes, increased flooding. The storms are getting more intense. And that is why we ask all of you, do not think for a moment that you are not capable of altering the weather. Goodness gracious, you're capable of doing so much more than that. Goodness gracious. You are able to send your thoughts, your love to Mother Earth, to help her stabilize, to be able to offset the harshness of energies that she has had to endure. You are able to calm the wind. You are able indeed to send such great love to the planet that you are calming down the need for great upheaval. In many ways, some of the predictions have been lessened because of the awakening of so many people such as yourselves. So continue to use your energy, not reacting and getting mad about this or that, but proclaiming the peace in your world. This is not Pollyannish. This is using your power for good. It is aligning with what you want to see and not what you don't. Now, how many people do you know that want to manifest something and they say, I did it all and it didn't work? You know those?
Oh, yes.
Just a few.
Yeah, each one of you, and most people on the earth plane. Well, more and more you're going to have a chance to explore that. You're going to need to learn to pull away from the lower dimensions, the negativity, the fear, of course, that is there. You're going to need indeed to learn more about your power, calling it to you, starting to feel the energy coming through your fingertips, starting to feel the light emanating from your heart, the light shining through your eyes. What will you do with it? Will you start to see the world through your spirit's eyes? Do you ever ask your spirit what it sees? We want you more and more to ask your spirit to show you how it perceives your life, your challenges, your troubles, the world around you, the people and situations you are having experiences with. And you will get a grand perspective that you wouldn't have by looking through the eyes of your ego or your personality. So you are learning indeed to move more and more into what many would consider the subconscious, the unconscious, and you are bringing it forth. So you are no longer just living with conscious awareness. You are bringing it all out to shine beautifully, first for yourself, always first for yourself, and then for others around you. They will feel the difference. You will affect others. You will be able to not change them because that is not your right nor your responsibility. We would want you to hold the principle in mind of the loving law of allowance, where, yes, you are working on yourselves. Yes, you are allowing the higher energies to flow through you. But you are looking at others and you are allowing them to grow in their own time and space, allowing them to grow the way they need to. Too many are trying to change each other, yes?
Yes.
And we would ask for all of you, do not try to change. Allow others to be what they need to be. That does not mean that you don't have love or empathy or compassion, of course. But more and more, you are here to support, to encourage, to inspire, to help others remember. You, dear ladies, are jogging the memories of many. You're helping them realize there's much, much more to think about than the daily gobbledygook that is going on in our lives. Expand into that greater awareness. And we do think it will awaken you to such much, much more joy, much more happiness. We want your beings to be stimulated to consider the possibilities, for they are infinite indeed. Do you understand?
Yes. Thank you very much.
God bless you, my dear. Any other thoughts or questions?
I think we're all set, and we have a few minutes left to say goodbye to you and to speak with Kim. And we want to thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Well, God bless you both indeed, and all those listening. We would want all of you to remember you are loved, you are supported, you are never alone on your earth journeys. Remember to call, yes, indeed, the God within you to the surface, and to call your friends and teachers and spirits. We will celebrate your awareness with you. God bless you indeed.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm back.
He's a force of nature.
Come back.
Gee.
It's like, what happened? What did we say?
He said some fabulous things, obviously very wise comments that he made to us on everything. And we so appreciate you allowing him to speak. His energy is so strong. I mean, when you stood aside and he came in that big breath,
yeah,
that was so intense.
Oh, used to scare the living hell out of me in the beginning.
I can imagine so.
I'd be sweating and shaking, and now I'm definitely used to it now. But it is a big energy, and I think I've had to balance that energy off many times, and so that I could allow it easily and not allow it to affect me adversely. Mm-hmm. I think I'm there. I feel like I'm there now. You know, I just hope that other people will realize that the spirit world is real. That's our home. That's where we've come from. And that too many people, based on entertainment, movies, TV, they see spirits or ghosts as something frightful, something to be scared of, or not real at all. It's all part of your imagination. And it's real. They're always around us. I feel them around me all the time. And it's not just Dr. Peebles. And I just sense that this isn't just about me. I think I'm just meant, as many of us are, it's just not about me, to demonstrate what we're capable of doing, to create a bit of a bridge between the dimensions and the worlds, to help us all understand that we're not just these mere pitiful humans, that we're powerful. And we're here to create change.
Right.
First, again, with ourselves, and then to spread that love to others, to help them see their own potential.
Right.
And again, one of the things I've had to learn with my practice over the many years, I feel things deeply for people and I want to help, but I've realized more and more, I can't do it for them. And no matter how much we love or want to help other people, we have to keep that in mind, because sometimes the most horrendous experiences that we watch other people go through is exactly what they came here to do. And they needed that experience. We don't want to interfere. We don't want to take it away from them. We allow.
Exactly.
We support them. We help them how we can without getting in the way. And even death and dying, I had a client recently ask me, why do we have to go through such horrendous deaths? Because sometimes the soul needed that experience. And sure, we could do euthanasia or take our own lives, and we may be robbing ourselves of the experience we chose. And the same thing with illness. The soul may have wanted that experience of becoming deathly ill to wake up other parts of themselves. That's for us to explore.
Yeah,
and I don't know if a doctor necessarily is going to be able to point that out.
right. They're not able to point it out. And yeah, it's hard not to try to interrupt somebody's process, because it's difficult to know, is that a process they chose? Are they asking for help they want out, and for all the right reasons?
Well, we get scared.
There's a lot involved. It's scary, it's painful.
Yeah.
You know, there's things that bring people to their knees and lower. And so, yeah, but tell people, Kim, if you would, how they can work with you and Dr. Peebles. How do they get a hold of you?
Well, they can get a hold of me on my website at kimdumaine.com, or they can contact me at kim@kimdumaine.com and reach out to me. I'm here. I hear from people all over the world. I love hearing from people and hearing their stories. I'm just hoping to help people face themselves more and more, and able to let go of the fear that has consumed us. We're not being taught enough. There are good therapists out there, of course, and there's a lot of blooming psychics coming out of the woodwork right now, and they're all different and will all be drawn to what we need. But more and more, I'm praying that more people will have the courage and the trust to be able to start to face who they are, and to realize and become responsible that they're the ones creating it. You know, we all blame each other. My boss did it, my husband did it, the kids are driving, you know, whatever. Instead of being able to honestly say, I'm the one doing it, I'm the one creating it. It's much easier to blame other people, we have to admit, but it's not the truth. And so the more that we can look within ourselves and say, what am I believing? What am I thinking? Why am I needing to experience that? Then we'll start to unravel the mystery of our own consciousness. But we have to be willing to face ourselves, to bring that unconscious stuff forward into our pure awareness here and now. I would want people to really try to focus their energies here and now. Patricia, you're aware of the Seth material where he said the point of power is now, remember? That's sticking in my ears for years. But I get it now, because I find myself as a human, of course, drifting into the past, drifting into the future, and usually it's not good. The result is, you know, we go into the future and we're not thinking, oh, what a beautiful, bright future we're creating for myself and for the world. We start to worry. Oh my God, what's going to happen? What's Trump going to do now? Or what's this going to happen? Instead of just recognizing that I can stay right here and now and be more aligned with the power of my faith, my choices that I'm making right here and now, how I'm choosing to align myself. And I'm working on that as well.
Well, it's faith or fear, right?
Yeah. And, you know, this whole concept of unconditional love, it's a toughie. Looking at that very deeply in my own life of how do we love without expectation, even when people are mean or nasty or negative.
That's a hard one.
Oh, it's challenging as all heck. But I think if we can start to do it ourselves, ladies, then we can demonstrate it and share it with other people, both verbally, energetically, in the written word, in your podcasts, and then the message gets spread.
And that is how we're going to end the show.
Okay, great.
The best message. So, Kim, thank you so much. Thank you to Dr. Peebles.
Thank
it was
you very
wonderful meeting
Thank
you
you for having me.
tonight.
It's delightful.
Great, just great.
My
So,
pleasure.
again, you can reach Kim and Dr. Peebles and go on your own spirit journey with them both. So feel free to get a hold of her. This has been very exciting, very worth waiting for, Kim.
My pleasure indeed to be able to share with you guys.
Yes,
Thank you very much.
we'll hope to have you back also.
I would love to.
Let Dr. Peebles know he's got an open door. He can come back right with you.
Okay. Call him to yourself too, don't forget.
Oh, he loves sitting on my couch. So
Yeah.
I'm
I'm sure he would love to have a little chat with each of you if you would invite him.
That's fine. I'm happy to chat. What I do. So,
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So we'll be back next week, everybody, with another great show. But until then, we will see you on the Blue Highway. Good night, everyone.
Good night.